Now that we are aware about the concept of components and JSX, there's another concept that is props that now we need to know. Props is just a short for the properties which are used to pass data from a parent component to a child component. And here we see the data being passed from the parent component to the child component and some UI is rendered. These props can be passed as arguments into the React components, and these work both with function as well as class components. Already we had created 3 components, we imported them and we rendered them. Now it's the time to pass some properties or data from this parent component to the child component. To work with the props, I'll be considering our previously created message component, and I'm commenting the other two for simplicity. Let's open the message component, and it's a function component. We'll be passing the data from this app, which is a parent component, to the message component, which is a child component, and accordingly we will see the output on the web page. We also had a discussion that the components are reusable, means you can use them as many times as you want. Let's say if I'm rendering the message component thrice, you see that the output is being shown thrice. Let's consider a situation where you are required to send a message to 3 different students. Like it can be welcome and then the name of the student. So in order to pass the props, you are required to pass them as the attribute inside the rendered component. So here you can pass it with any name. It can be name, student name, or whatever you want. So for now, I'm writing here student name. I'll be specifying 3 different student names. First student name Raj, second student name Anuj, and the last student name I'll specify as Shalini. In order to fetch these values into your child component, you will be required to pass a parameter inside the function. So inside the parentheses, you will be required to write props. So anything can be written here, but it's the convention. Now let's try to console these props, and we can take a look on the browser that what it will print. When you check the browser console, you see that objects are being printed here. When you expand these objects, you will notice the property name called as student. It's the same property that we pass from the parent to the child component. Now the point is why they are being rendered twice. Let's take a look. This is happening because of strict mode inside index.js when your root is rendered. Actually, React assumes that every component that you are writing is a pure function. Means that they must always return the same JSX if you are giving the same input. Obviously, if a function is pure, running it twice will not change its behavior because a pure function produces the same result every time. Anyhow, the discussion regarding strict mode is out of the scope of discussion of the video. So let's comment this out and check your browser once again. You see that now your objects are being printed thrice. We are now required to access the properties and then get it printed on the web page. Come inside the child component and specify the property by writing props dot student name. Check the result on the browser. Now you see that the 3 names have been rendered. We are able to pass the messages to 3 different students. Let's take this example a little further by specifying another props inside the component. Let's say for now I am specifying roll number. I would like to write 1, 2, 3, another roll 4, 5, 6, and another one 7, 8, 9. Now inside 7, 8 and 9. Now inside your child component, let's render. Let's say we would like to print welcome, the name of the student, and alongside within the bracket, we will be printing the registration number or the roll number. We want to specify the roll number inside a bracket, let's say parenthesis, the name of the student, and inside the parenthesis there should be the roll number of the student. So I'm going to render the props object and access the role property. Check your browser. You see the result as this. We are able to use the props with the function component. Also, let's check it how to use it with the class component. Let's use a class component, that is the dashboard component. I'm going to uncomment this import statement and we are going to render this component dashboard as well. For simplicity, I'm commenting out the other components, that is the message component. So let's take a look on the browser. We are having a message. This is the dashboard. Now you will be required to pass the attribute student name inside the component. Student name equals to, for now I'm considering Raj. Come to your class component and render this property. Let's say I'm going to print the message, this is your dashboard, comma, the name of the student should be rendered. So for rendering the props, you are required to use this keyword, this dot props, and then the object, that is the student name. So let's take a look at the browser. You see, this is your dashboard. After working with the props, now we understand that they allow components to be dynamic and reusable by enabling the flow of information between the components. Also, they make the components more flexible and adaptable to different situations, hence making them dynamic components. They promote code reuse and maintainability. Let's take a look at the characteristics of props. The first one is that it is immutable. They cannot be modified directly by the child component. They are read-only, can be only read by the child component. They can be passed as attributes to the child component. They are used for one-way communication from parent to the child. Now we are going to prove that the props are actually read-only and hence they are immutable. Let's try making changes inside our function component. I'm going to render it just once. Inside the message component, you assign props dot student name equals to some value. Let's say I would like to assign value as Mohit. Let's take a look at the browser. You see, cannot assign to read-only property student name of object. So hence we have proved that props are immutable. They are read-only. So now the question arises, if props are immutable, can they be changed in any way if there is any situation that there is a need to change the props? What can be done in that case? The answer of this is they can be changed, and we will be discussing this in any one of the upcoming videos. Till that time, stay tuned.